But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to quit eating summer foods, right? Today on Simply Elegant, I am going to show you guys a summertime pasta salad that is bursting with flavor and very refreshing. To start off our pasta salad, I am going to start heating up some water to come to a boil. It is important to put the lid on top of the pot so it comes to a boil a lot quicker. Now, a traditional pasta salad, for me at least, I usually put whatever is left over in my fridge. So I just so happen to have some grape tomatoes left over. I got some mozzarella cheese and some leftover salami and chicken breast that I didn't get to finish for my sandwiches. So it's sort of like a casserole, finishing whatever's in your fridge. So to begin this salad, we're going to chop up some chicken breasts. I have a 1/4 pound left over. I'm just going to dice it up. This is a meal that my family used to make when I was living in New York a lot. When we'd have extra meat left over from school lunches and we didn't want it going to waste, we just combine all of our lunch meat, some tomatoes, some cheese, and toss it with the Italian dressing and some pasta. It's so good. And it's very nice and refreshing too, especially in the spring and summer. So I have about 1/8 pound of salami. Going to do the same thing and dice it up as well. You can use whatever meats you'd like. In fact, you can use whatever ingredients you'd like. This is just one way to prepare a summer pasta salad. You can put eggs in it, you can put other kinds of meats into it, whatever you have on hand. It's all up to you. Okay, so we have about 1.5 cups or so of meat. We are going to add, I would say, a generous handful of some meat. Or not meat, some cheese. Guys, I'm looking at that meat and I'm like watering at it. So about a 1/2 cup, 3/4 cup or so. Toss that all together. This is a great meal to prepare for the rest of the week. I like to make this and pack it into my lunches for the next few days. So here I have some grape tomatoes. You can use regular tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, whatever you like or have on hand, and just cut it into small pieces. Okay, so I finished cutting up all of my tomatoes. Let's place it into the bowl with our salami, our chicken breast, and cheese. Give that a toss. Next, after I give my hands a quick little rinse, we are going to add some seasoning to that. Of course, we're going to add some salt and pepper. So freshly ground sea salt and some freshly ground black pepper. Okay, now, like I said earlier, this is a dish that you mix together with some pasta and Italian dressing. So I am going to show you guys how to make my very own Italian dressing and pasta salad. We have some water going that is coming up to a boil for the pasta aspect. In this bowl, we chopped up some salami, some chicken breasts, some grape tomatoes, and we sprinkled some cheese in there. Now we are going to create the Italian dressing that'll cover all of that together. So, I have some thyme. We are going to use about 1/8 teaspoon into a bowl. I have some oregano. We're going to use about a 1/4 teaspoon of that. I have some rosemary leaves, about a 1/4 teaspoon of that. For rosemary, you see this? You want to make sure you crush it as you sprinkle it into the bowl to release all of the flavors. Rosemary smells so good. Okay, we're going to add about a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Oops. I love garlic, but not all over me. 1/4 teaspoon of basil. Now I love parsley, so I'm going to add in about a 1/2 tablespoon or so, but you can feel free to add less. I have some garlic salt, about a 1/2 teaspoon or so. And for a little bit of heat, just a little sprinkle of red hot pepper. To this, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, a little bit more. Nice and tangy. And last but not least, a 1/2 cup of olive oil. This we are going to stream in and whisk it as we go. Okay, and there goes our Italian dressing. Super simple, right? Okay. So guys, I'm going to take a quick break. In the meantime, I'm going to put some pasta into the water once the water comes to a boil. And you guys will come in for the finale when we toss everything together. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Simply Elegant. Today I was preparing for you guys a summertime pasta salad. In here we have some rotini pasta that has been cooling in the refrigerator. In here we have some tomatoes, some mozzarella cheese, some salami and chicken breast that we diced up. Last but not least, we created our own Italian dressing. We put a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, 1/2 cup of olive oil, and a bunch of herbs, including oregano, thyme, and rosemary. We are going to now put our pasta into the bowl. I washed my hands, I promise. But we're gonna go in here and mix everything together. You want to make sure your pasta is somewhat cooled so your cheese doesn't melt. This is a nice salad to eat in the summertime, in the springtime, or any time of the year, to be quite honest. Awesome. Tomatoes. Now it's time to drizzle in our Italian dressing. Yum. This smells amazing. Awesome. Should we have a little sample? Let's try this. I'm gonna get some pasta, some of the tomato, some of the salami. Oops. It's falling off of my fork. Let me tell you guys, biting into this salad, it reminds me of summer and my early childhood so much. The tomatoes give it a nice refreshing crisp taste. The pasta and the salami and the chicken give it a nice saltiness and a savory taste. Guys, altogether, this is a crowd pleaser. Very good. I plan on taking these for my lunch the next few days because this will last a long time in your fridge. You can even pack it along for a picnic if it's so nice outside. Honestly, you can make this however you want to. Whatever you have in your refrigerator, use it for this. Guys, thank you so much for joining me once again on another cooking adventure. And I really appreciate all of the support that I have been getting so far. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Gino, and I will see you soon.